Hi, everybody. This your girl Chanel, the one that's out of the box. Yes, she's out of the box. The one from Philly living in Tampa. I thank you all for subscribing. I thank you all for going on this journey with me as I am out of the box, and I'm saying it loud. I'm saying it proud. I'm out of the box, y'all. So, hey, look. You know how I do. You know what I do. I just want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to ask you a question. How do you do what you do? And how do you do what you do so well? Yeah, how do you do it? I just want to know. I want to know, how do you do it? How do you become that lady you are? How did you become that man that you are? A lot of times we go and we move and we shake and we make things happen, and we don't even stop 1 minute to see I am a boss. I am bad. I got my craft down packed. Yes, we don't even say it to each other. You know, right now, this is the month of celebration. And I'm telling you, it's time to celebrate what you do. It's time to celebrate what you do. It's time to throw your own party. It's time to throw your own celebration, because how do you do what you do? You do it with such ease. You do it with such power. You do it with such finesse. You do it. And I'm just asking the question. How do you do what you do? You may can't answer me, but answer you. Ask yourself that question. How do I do what I do? Because a lot of times you don't realize no one can do it like you. No one has that minus touch like you do. And I just came today to ask the question, but to even bring awareness to what you do. Bring awareness to you to what you do. Because a lot of times we do things over and over. We do things like it's like waking up and going to sleep. You do it so well that you don't realize that you do it that well, because you're so used to it. You don't realize you the one that kicks the doors open. You don't realize you the one that shifts things when it needs to be shifted. You don't realize you the one that got the eye for that thing. You don't realize it. You just do it, and you do it so well, and it's so common to you. It's so routine to you, and that's what I'm coming to say. How do you do what you do? And not only am I coming to ask and say that to you, but I'm also coming to say, hey, don't let what you do be a routine. Don't let what you do be so common to you that you don't celebrate you, that you don't honor what you do. You don't take time to recognize there's something about me that's good. There's something about me that's great. There's something about me that is unique. A lot of times we don't realize that. So guess what? You don't celebrate it. You don't even value it. And not only you don't celebrate it, you don't even value it. You sometimes get to a point that you just toss it around. You just mishandle it yourself. And a lot of times we get to a place and we say, these people misusing me or taking me for granted. You know, a lot of when that happens, is sometimes you doing it. You got, like I said several times before, you got what you are on clearance. You got what you got on sale. You got the free sign on who you are. And when you take it off and know that now I see the value of me. We've been in lockdown for what? Almost a year and a half with this corona thing. That was the time I believe we should have start evaluating ourselves, doing assessments on ourselves, and seeing how to reinvent ourselves and declutter. All of that should have been going on. We had a whole year and a half to do it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of things distracted us from focusing and repacking our packages. What you mean by that? Getting everything organized for when these doors open up. You're ready. Your package is ready. Your package is you. You're ready. And you're ready to come out the box. You're ready to walk in the you know how they say new and improved. One time I bought something and it said new flavor. I mean improved flavor, improved flavor. And so some of us are new and improved. Some of us are updated and upgraded. And knowing that, we need to value that ourselves first. Don't wait on everybody to value it. Don't wait on everybody to make your announcement. Don't wait on everybody to read the package. You realize what you are. You got to realize it first. You got to realize, wait a minute, I'm new and I'm improved. Wait a minute, I am a valuable asset. I'm valuable to this community. I'm valuable to this family. I'm valuable to this church. I'm valuable to this job. I'm valuable to this friendship. I'm valuable. So when I say, how do you do what you do? I'm asking you a question for real, for real. I'm asking you a question to chew on. Because a lot of times you don't realize what you do. It's so valuable and needed, what you do. If you're the best cooker in your family, we waiting on your food. The family be like, oh, is so-and-so cooking? Oh my gosh, I hope she make them greens because she throws down. I hope they make that pound cake. Oh, and that tea is off the chain. That's what's happening. That's what we should realize. I'm valuable. I add to this place. I add to this company. I add to this family. I add to this relationship. And I'm valuable. I'm valuable. I am more than valuable. I'm unique. There's not another me. Nowhere. It can be a twin of me. It can be my baby girl can be like me, but they're not me. I'm valuable and I bring something to the table. And many of us have discounted ourselves of bringing something to the table. I don't look like them. I don't sound like them. They get so many people attention when they do what they do. But what about you? It's not always getting the people attention. You may be part of the person that keeps the engine flowing or keeps the wheels moving. And you may not be the spotlight person, but you are necessary. Hey, if the oil says to the car, everybody talk about how red and how fly you is, and how your engine just run, and when you drive, everybody stop and look at you. Car, you are the bomb. But that car will not be able to drive the way it drives and go as far as it go without you, oil. You are necessary to the car. You are part of the car. You are part of the car, and you are the reason, one of the reasons the car does its purpose. Oh, that's good. The oil, you are part of the reason why the car can do its purpose. So a lot of us, if we're not in the spotlight, sometimes we dim who we are because, hey, I'm not in the spotlight. They're not looking at me. It's not the point. They're not looking at you. The point is you're part of the process. You're part of things moving and people moving in the way they should. So say like this, if you go to church, if only the pastor shows up, who's going to do the other stuff while the pastor is preaching? If only the teacher shows up in school, who's going to do the other stuff while the teacher is teaching? If only the mother show up and the child is not there, or she doesn't have a child. You know what I'm saying? So you're part of the puzzle. You are part of the success. You are part of the accomplishment. You are a part of the movement of that area, that the people. You are part of that. You are a part. So knowing that you're a part, I'm going to ask you again, how do you do what you do? And how do you do what you do so well? How do you do what you do so uniquely? How do you do what you do with so much flavor, so much jazz, so much of you? How do you do that? I'm asking you that because somebody may have never asked you that. And that's probably why sometimes you feel like you just existing and not living, that you really not needed. Because sometimes you're not asked, hey, how you do what you do? How do you greet so well? I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of times when I shop or go somewhere or go out to eat, I based a lot of my returning back by how I'm treated. So if you have an awesome way of making me feel like I'm in the room, I'm coming back. When you come to my table or you come and you greet me with back then it was hugs, now we can't hug each other, but when you greet me with that, or when you greet me with a smile, you got my attention. I was somewhere yesterday ordering something, and when I tell you, I asked the people in front of me, in front of the line, I say, have you been acknowledged? What have they said? Because this unusual for this particular business to have us just standing here and no one saying we'll be with you in a minute or anything, or my pleasure or whatever. My pleasure to serve you. Hold on. Sorry for the wait. It's this company that's unusual that wasn't going on. And the person said, yes, we were acknowledged, but it seemed off. It just seemed off because I know that company. I have shopped there many times, and that's not how they roll. And so when they finally start moving our line, when I went up when it was my turn, I asked for a certain way I like things done when I was ordering. I don't want to give it away, y'all. When I was ordering, and the person said, well, you only have these choices. No, I don't. I have other choices because I shop here often, and I know that it's your pleasure to serve me. It's your pleasure to give me good quality and to let me be or end up being a happy customer. So the person said, well, let me go ask my supervisor, see what I can do, when I knew you can do it. And so I was like, what's going on? And that shows me that I'm going to tell you what I thought. I thought, you know what? It's another one of these down the street. I may go there and take that extra couple of minutes to go to the next place because they're the same people, but I think I'll get better service down there. And so a lot of times we walk around and or do things and don't realize you are the sauce. You are the salt in that ingredient. You the one that make it pop. So I don't see the owner of the company as much. I see you. So when I see you, you count. You the one that makes me come back. So again, y'all, how do you do what you do? And you do it so well. And you're so unique at what you do. So the next time you wake up, or even when you got to do something, even around the house, wherever, realize, one, somebody's watching. Two, no one can do it like you. No one. You are picked and you are used to do it the way you do it. Nobody can do it like you. I'm getting ready to end this because I wanted to come on real short. But let me tell you a story about me. Because I told you from the very beginning, She's Out of the Box is my journey. So I want to be transparent right now. There are things, look at the earring, y'all. There are things that I put on hold in my life, or I hid. I hid behind people because I didn't do it like them. And in these areas of not doing it like them, I felt less than. I felt like I wasn't qualified because I didn't know how to do it like them. I didn't know how to um to express like them, and I couldn't even mimic them. Even if I tried, I couldn't, because that wasn't who I was, and I was not built to do it like them. So a lot of times I sat in the background and pushed people. Push people. You told them how great they was. I even exist. I even helped them on their journey. I even did some of their legwork for them because I was grateful for what they bring to the table. I was grateful to assist them as they were doing whatever they were doing. And that was a lot of time. I mean, even as a child, I did that. Even with my friends, I would be the one that because I didn't look like you all, I will be the sidekick. I'll be that person that did the labor, if you will, of the relationships. And so when that came about, that became a habit for me because I always felt less than when my doors were open. But behind my doors, oh my gosh, I knew I can do anything. But when the doors open, my doors open for me to be a part of society, for me to go and do anything, I kind of brought myself down because what I knew in my own home or what I knew in my own bedroom or what I did in my privacy, I knew I was good at it. But outside those doors, I didn't look like no one. I didn't sound like no one. I didn't do it the way they did it. So for many years, I sat back and just was quiet. And then even when I was, well, not quiet because everybody know me, I'm a talker, but I didn't push myself in front of the line. I did not, hey, here I go. I'm here. I'm out of this box. No, I stayed in the box because there were protections. So I thought in the box, and there was security. So I thought in the box, and there was no embarrassment. There was no shame in the box. There was no shyness in the box. And so I thought in this box, this dark place, there was safety there, and it wasn't. So when I finally attempt to step out, I I I believe I was misunderstood. That's what I was believing, because when I would say something or do something, it felt questioned. It felt like, how, what, huh? How you, what you said, huh? What? I don't understand. Oh, we don't do that around here. That kind of stuff. So that also caused me, well, let me go back in my box. But now I realize I'm needed. I realize I'm valuable. I realize I'm unique. I realize I do what I do and I do it well. I celebrate me. And in celebrating me, I'm able to step out, sound the way I sound, look the way I look, and move the way I move. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very teachable though. So there are places I'm not going and being a renegade and be like, I'm gonna do it like this and this is what I'm gonna do. No, I'm stepping out and being me. And as I'm me, I'm embraced. And I'm so uniquely embraced that I'm like, what? Yeah, what? Y'all like this? You want me? I never thought you did, never. And what it was, because I didn't believe in me outside of me, no one else could. No one, I demonstrated so much of fear and insecurity that that's what people saw when they saw me. Now, some people saw beyond that. Some people were my biggest cheerleaders, and they are that today. And they are part of my journey. They are part of my coming out of the box and being who I am today. They are part of it because they didn't give up. They didn't listen to the negative Nancy and me about me. They saw what was in me and they pulled it out, and they continued to do their part. They wasn't you know how we get those cheerleaders that don't care what you do. You can look a hot mess and say, girl, you got it going on. It wasn't those people. It was true people. It was the people who were assigned to do what they said to me, to me, to help me come out of the box and do what I do. And I do so well. And that's why you always hear me say, even with the bloopers, I continue on, because the bloopers used to be the kryptonite in my life. A mistake, oh my gosh, embarrassment, shame. It made me rehearse what people said. Oh, not you. You can't do nothing. Not you. Oh my gosh, look at you. You can't do nothing. You don't look like us. You don't sound like us. You don't got what we got. So I started believing that. And in believing that, I built my life around it. I built my I think I want to say I was living two lives. I was living who I really am. I was living that in my house. But when I walked out, I was living what the people told me I was. But now it's not that for me. Now is do it. And I don't care, Chanel, if you do it with bloopers. I don't care, Chanel, if you do it not so right. I don't care. Do it, Chanel. And you got room for correction. You got room for teachable moments. You got room for bloopers. You need to go and you need to do it. You've been on delayed. You've been on mute for I'm 52. You've been on mute for a long time, sis. You disqualified yourself for a long time. I don't want you to disqualify yourself. So I stop in. And I got these, y'all, wait 1 minute. I got these glasses fixed yesterday because I was telling, I went to go get my glasses fitted to my face because it seems to get loose. And my husband, y'all, he don't realize. I took it as a compliment, but I knew it wasn't the truth. But I took it as a compliment. He said, well, you must have lost some weight in your face. And I said, well, yeah, I must have lost some weight. But I already know, living in Tampa, when I got my glasses, they were telling me sometimes the heat makes them do some funky stuff. So I said all that because I'm now still pushing up my glasses. So listen, I got to take these back and tell them, hey, look, y'all, they still falling. But let me get back on track. So I'm saying to you all, don't let your insecurity stop you. Don't accept I'm shy. Shy is not positive. You know how we used to say I know when I was growing up, people used to say, oh, she's so shy, she's so pretty. The pretty may be a compliment to that child, but shy is not a compliment. So that is not something we should throw around lightly, like oh, she's so shy, he's so shy. No, that's not a compliment. Shy is not a good thing. We're not going to accept that. Okay? So a lot of times we speak those things over ourselves and we act out those things. So even if you got a child right now, speak life to that child. Encourage that child and let that child know she or he is unique. She or he may never look or sound or do things like other people do it. But that person still walk out what they need to walk out. They walk out as what I opened up with. How do you do what you do? They know how to do what they do. They know how to do. So it is our place as parents, mentors, friends, and sisters and brothers to help each other walk it out. Like that song say, walk it out, walk it out. It's time to help each other to walk it out. It's time to look at your friend or your family member and ask them the question, how you do what you do? You know, I'm celebrating in our home. This is a month of celebration with our church, so we decided to adopt it in our home, a month of celebration. And I tell you, when my husband get home from work today, I'm gonna ask him, how do you do what you do? How do you love this girl here in all her uniqueness? Not in all her craziness. We're not going to even speak craziness over ourselves. In all of our uniqueness, in all of our what they say, one of a kind ways. You one of a kind. There's no other. There's nobody like you. Nobody nowhere is like you. And you and share that with people in your life, even your friends. You know, it's nobody like you, and that's not in a negative way. That's in a unique way, because somebody needs to hear that you are special, you are unique. And guess what? I'm just wondering how you do what you do, because I don't know if I can do that. Look at this earring. When I tell y'all, how do you do what you do? How do you make people laugh, but you still smart? I love comedians, y'all. I love them because I think they are some of the smartest people in the world. And so I'm telling you, how do you do what you do? I love cooks who love to cook. Why? Because they are so passionate. I have a cousin, Marquita. When I watch her cook, we call her Suge, y'all. But when I watch her cook and prepare her food, she's so passionate with it. And then I'm like, this girl takes her time. Here, let me throw this in this pot. Let me do this. Let me do it. Hey, let me just make this happen. But not her. She's unique on how she go pick out the ingredients. She doesn't use just any kind of ingredients. She is very passionate. I have walked through the whole process of her making a meal one time. And I'm telling you, we at the store, she's picking, she's looking at what fruit, what vegetable, what she's going to use, her seasonings. She got everything, her pots. She came over here one day to cook something because she made some mean shrimp and grits. She made some mean ones, but she brought her own pot, y'all. She brought everything because she is passionate and love what she does. So when I talk to her, how you do what you do? Sure. That's where we got to start asking people how they do. And because some people think you don't even care. But this sparks up a conversation, and it makes that person know somebody's watching, somebody cares, and I am important. So how do you do what you do? That's the question. That is the question. Because I see your outfit, girl, and every time you wear your outfit, I can buy that same thing. But you rock that. How you do what you do? What is the way you do it? How do you even come up with that idea? Start asking those questions. Start making people around you, especially people in your circle, feel like they're needed. Start encouraging them. Start letting them know what you do well. I don't know how you blend that hair with that weave, but you do it. When I tell you, I have to sometimes ask, is that real? That. Oh gosh, the way you created and the way you made that for man of God or man or homeboy or whatever you want to call it, how you do that? You are unique in that. I like the way your yard is cut. Right. The way you wash your car. Huh? Man, the way you grill out there, you know his father say, the way you grill out there, oh my goodness, you rocking it. Father's Day, I call it Father's Day all month long. That's how we do it over here in the Browns house. If it's Mother's Day, it's Mother's Day all month. If it's Father's Day, it's Father's Day all month. That's us. So you probably say it ain't Father's Day, but yeah. But how you do what you do, that's a compliment. Because you, not only a compliment, you kind of interested in what I do. I see you. And how you do what you do, sis. How do you keep your composure? We in this board meeting, we on this Zoom meeting, and we just heard this, and you still you. How you do that? Sometimes somebody can ask you that, and that's your way of introducing them and letting them know where you get your peace from. How you got your peace. Where that come from? What you do to continually have peace, and peace that no man can understand. Y'all hear me? That's your opportunity to share where it come from, where your source come from. I remember my sister used to say ends meet. and cliches we would say. And that means, I'm trying to make the ends meet, finance. How you making your ends meet in a corona, in a virus time? How did you keep peace and happiness in your house? How you still look good? How you still got your smile? How you still got your pep in your step? How are you able to go outside and go to Walmart without fear? How are you able to do that? Because people may be in a state of fear and anxiety because now the world is getting ready to open up. And by the world getting ready to open up, there are some of us that's walking boldly and not walking in fear. And then there's some of it's written all over your face. It's written all over your action. Your conversations tells me fear. Even if you don't say it, your conversation. So somebody needs to know how you're doing what you're doing. Because like I said, conversation says fear. Your face says fear. But you don't look like you're fearful. How you doing it? I'm telling you, this is a tool for some of you who read in between the lines. This is a tool. This is your opportunity to tell the people about your source. This is the opportunity because I'm not walking in fear. Why? Oh, let me tell you. That's it. I'm able to still shine. I'm able to still walk with my pep in my step. How am I doing it? How do you do what you do? It's time to sound the alarm. It's time to share your story. It's time to let the people know this is how I do what I do. Not only is it time for you to do it, it's time for us to start asking the people around, our heroes, our mentors, our friends, our family, our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our neighbors, anybody, your pastors. How you doing what you're doing? Your supervisor, how you're doing what you're doing. Can you give me some pointers? How are you able to still have a smile on your face during this rough season of your life? How did you do it? How do you do what you do? That's all I'm asking. I'm asking you to provoke thought. So when you're around people, so we don't do all this idle talking, let your talk count. Let your conversation count. Ask the right questions. Give the right answers. Elevate the solution. Elevate the source. Kill, destroy the problem. Because you may be the solution to somebody's problem. You may be the solution to somebody's question. You may be the solution and the answer to somebody's company. How do you do what you do? I don't want you to sit back and not be acknowledged. I don't want you to sit back and not be valued. So if nobody else asks you, how do you do what you do? I'm asking. And you probably say, but you don't hear my answer. Put it in the box. Put it there. Put it in the comments. Not only that, you write it down. You record it. And sometime, or maybe every day, go back and listen to it. Go back and read it. Be your biggest cheerleader. Be your biggest. Cat Williams say, be your franchise player. Stop waiting to be somebody's franchise player. You be it for yourself. Because the day you value yourself, not get arrogant, not get cocky, not get all that in the bag of chips, but the day you value yourself, the day that you understand what you bring to the table, the day that you know what you do and how you do it and why you do it, is the day you can walk in confidence. And that is the day confidence attracts. That is the day that you will be, people will be attracted to what you bring to the table. They'll be drawn in. They'll know that's who I can call. That's who I can lean on. That's who I can hire. That's who I can get to do that because she does it so well. He does it so well. So uniqueness. It's just a unique thing in them. I have many like I have eaten a lot of fried chicken, but it is nothing like your fried chicken. I'm talking about food because I haven't ate yet, y'all. But those are the things. So I'm saying to you all, let me get close. You lean in while I lean in. Look, y'all, I'm sweating. But okay, let me get back. You lean in while I lean in. And I'm asking you this question. How do you do what you do? Inquiring minds want to know. This is your girl, Chanel. And she's out of the box. She's happy. She's excited. And guess what? I hear people. I hear even myself. Chanel, how do you do what you do? Y'all be blessed. Okay?